basically, since we're just gonna have a wash component off, we're not gonna worry about much prep. So we just I take a little triangle sponge and use this darker burgundy color. I usually like to work light to dark in any way, in any effect. Uh, because makeup is basically all about layers and texture. So, and the more layers and textures that you have, the more you're breaking up everything. It's breaking up. If you have like a direct, sharp line, and with another line and another line on top of it, it's so contrast. It needs to be blended, and by blending, you can actually do a makeup with speckling, which I'll show a little later. But it's just flicking speckles of paint and different colors upon different colors. You create a whole blended look, and that's all makeup is just light. And so if you get past the scariness of materials and all the color, you just learn step by step. Like we were talking about this yesterday, you get stressed out over a lot of different things. But if you concentrate on one and just like, I'm gonna take this out. Once I take him out, I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna take that one out, and you got the whole big picture settled. So that's the main thing. Concentrate on one thing, and the other things will fall into place. So in makeup, it's all about layering, knowing your anatomy, and having that concept. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with this lighter burgundy color, and with the anatomy, we're gonna go for the eye socket. So and also knowing the anatomy, where you can use what body part for your advantage. So here in the socket, it kind of delves in a little shadowing in here, so we want to go in there and darken that a little more, accentuate it. And then she's got this cheekbone, which we're going to use as well. So you always use what you have, which is great, because you're not, without prosthetics, without sculpting, you have to rely on the body more. So you can't cheat anything with, like, if you sculpt a scar or warts and stuff like that. So here you have to recreate that. We're doing it three-dimensionally. So I'm going to start here. And we just stipple. We just want to stipple it on. And you can see where, when you stipple it, it almost looks like bursted arteries that are in there. You get those little red pieces. So it's all about the aesthetic eye. When you're looking at art, sometimes people have it, sometimes people don't, but you can develop it by just looking. Thomas Savini always says, what do I have to see to make me believe this is real? And that's what he does to all of his makeup. He's like, what do I need to see to make that real? And that's the aesthetic eye. You're looking at it, like something's not right, I just don't know what it is. But artists who do develop that are like, that's what it is. It's just not fitting. The color's not right, and that's where just the experience comes into play. So what you want to do is just accentuate that shading. And then we want to use this cheekbone. And turn it this way. We're going to use a cheekbone right here. So we're going to go around it. And we're going to go, close your eye for me. I'm just going to cover her eye completely. Under her eye. And then we're going to go for, and this is more of just abrasion, it's more like irritated. And so for the next layer, we're going to go even darker because we want to bring in those shadows. And that's where it's going to make the highlights pop and the lowlights just get really dark. So we're going to go for this dark purple right in here. And just go over exactly where we just went. So you're not doing anything new, you're just going back over. And don't do too heavy, you kind of, same thing, just stipple it on. Because you never want to mute what you just did, you just want to complement it. anyone ever has questions or something on topic or off topic, just feel free to shout it out. Need some music or something. Well, I have my laptop if you want to. And I've got a play track. Everyone's fine.